What's up guys, welcome to your 161st Android tutorial for the new Boston. And sorry I cut off that last tutorial so abruptly, but I didn't like the way it was flowing and also it got too long. So I'm just going to pick up right where we left off in the last tutorial. We set up this resource called, XML widget stuff. So we're going to set that up first before we set up our other activity within the manifest. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to our package name, our project name, go to right click, new, Android XML file, and we're going to call this exactly what we called this resource reference. So we called it widget underscore stuff, and what we want this to be is a widget an app widget provider. So we're going to check this and make sure it goes into the resource file folder right here. It should, but just double check, make sure it's in there, and hit finish. So now we have an app widget provider, and again, this is what we're making reference to for our widget class. And so we have this app widget provider, and this is going to help us develop our app, or our widget I should say. But we'll probably get into that in the next tutorial. But the main thing I want you guys to realize is this configure. Again, the configure is going to be an activity that gets called right when we develop or create our app on the home page or home screen. So what we're going to set this configure up to equal is basically that configure class we called widget configure or config, and we first need to refer to our package name, which my package is com.thenewboston.travis, and then refer to your class name, which was widget config, and that's gonna basically say this is the activity I want you to launch when we to do some configuration or do some stuff before we actually display the widget on the person's phone. So it's just going to open up that class, and now what we have to do is we have to define that class in the manifest and say, hey, we also want to make this connection that it's going to be a configuration type class. So let's go back into our manifest, and we're going to set up that activity that is going to be our configure activity. So again, just give us some space to work with within the application. I'm going to copy this activity up here because it has the intent filters and everything attached to it. So you kind of want to have this format, and we're just going to change the class name to again widget config, and we also want to change the action name and have no category. So we're just going to delete the category out of our intent filter, and we need to change the action name so it knows that this is a configuration type activity. So what we need to make this action name be is again referring to the android.app-widget.action.uppercase app widget underscore configure, I'm sorry. And that's basically the action name that we need this activity to have, because again, this is going to do the background information for a widget, and we need to have this reference if we set that up within our app widget provider here. And again, this is connected to our pointless widget class by using this metadata, the resource. So again, everything kind of ties together, but we have everything that we need defined in the manifest, and that's probably going to be it for this tutorial. Again, just the configure is we have to have this action name if we're going to refer to it within the resource XML. So I'll catch you guys in the next tutorial, and I hope you have a good one. Peace.